What's up, guys? It's Zach, and by now we've had the tremendous task, right, of trying to find all these notes up and down the fretboard. But I'm going to show you a little tip on how to find these a little bit easier on different strings. So let's say you've been working on your note finding. Okay, E, we'll go to E, F, remember, because E to F is a half. Okay, whole step after F to G, right? So let's say we're on the G note here. We want to find another G note that we can play. We use something I call octave blocking, okay? So an octave, remember, is 12 steps up. 12 steps up is an octave. So what I do is something called octave blocking, and it almost makes kind of like a rectangle I call it a box, but it's more of a rectangle shape on your fretboard. So your G note is here, right? E string, 3rd fret, G note. Now what you do to find your octave is mentally you look up 2 frets and down 2 strings. It's the same note, different octave. Alright, now you can see this. I wish I could show you the top side of this. I'll try. But you can see, here we go. You can see your G note here, and if you look up 2 frets, so here, go up 2 and down 2 strings. It's like a little rectangle there, right? Now this practice goes all up and down the neck on these strings. On the G to B gets a little weird, and I'll show you that in just a second because of the way it's tuned. Because remember, from B to C is a half step and all that stuff. So because of that, there's a string that kind of this gets a little weird on. But right now we're just going to focus on our low E to D. So anytime you are on your low E, you find a note, say it's a F. You go 2 frets up, 2 strings down, and you'll find your same note. And again, this works all the way up and down the neck. So say you've been practicing E, F, G, A, B, C. You want to find your C note on your D string, 2 frets up, 2 strings down, D, E. So E. Now on the open string, you still go 2 frets up, 2 strings down. Okay, so that's how it works all the time. It's also very good finger dexterity practice for you to use. Play these notes together. It's not bad. So it's really good practice to keep those involved. But again, this shape works from E to D. Also, if you're on your A string, say you go to C, 2 frets up, 2 octaves down, or 2 frets up, 2 strings down. Okay, 2 frets up, 2 octaves down. Now from your D to B strings, this is where it gets funky. You will not get the desired result. If you go F, 2 strings up, 2 frets up, 2 strings down, here's what you get. That is not it. So you have to go 1 fret up because of your B string. Okay? So on your your D string to your B string, you have to go 3 frets up and 2 strings down. Okay? So if your B string is involved, you have to go 3 frets up and 2 strings down. And same thing from your G string to your E string. 3 frets up and 2 strings down. So work on just jumping those octaves. Okay, then again, and again. Because if you don't skip that one fret up, because your B string is dissonant, that's not good in this situation. And then G to E strings. I'll get it in just a minute. Okay, so that's how you can find notes up and down the neck. Use your lower octave on your lower strings. 2 frets up, 2 strings down. Then when you get to your D to B string, it's 3 frets up, 2 strings down. And then G string to E string is 3 frets up, 2 strings down. Alright guys, work on that. There's a lot of stuff to take in. Work on getting those clean, because that will come in handy with some chord patterns that we're going to introduce you guys to. We'll see you soon.